Okay, so let's talk about vector logos versus raster logos. Okay, this one up top, we'll call this a vector logo. So if I were to go to my vector logo here and I were to create outlines and view this in outline format, see, vector is like vector points. Okay, it's actually a drawing. See how it's like literally drawing the logo itself as opposed to a raster is a pixel. And that's why often when people create logos, they create them incorrectly because they start with creating something with AI or whatever. And you can see how there's just pixels all over the page. Okay, and that's really important with logos because look at the difference between the quality of the logo, right? This one here is nice and sharp and clean. Okay, so let's do another example. Let me show you this example. Be familiar with this. Okay, so we have a typical raster logo, a rasterized logo, and see how it has all these greens. All the pixels are showing. It's very pixelated, very grainy, and even the text. So see the text here. So you can't select it. There's no vectors. There's no high quality there. Now it looks good out here and it looks good on a website, but when it comes to brochures and high resolution and high definition, you need to have the vector based version. Because again, so even typography or types or fonts or whatever, we put that over the top here. Look at the difference. Okay, in fact, let me set this aside over here. Let me change the color over here to white. Okay, and this is really important to understand. So see if we zoom in, see how sharp the type is on the right? This is a vector graphic on the right side. This is vector artwork, vector typography. See on the left here, rasters are pixels. See how pixelated and grainy it looks? And that just looks lousy when you do print. It looks like somebody made it on a lousy photocopier. And it looks very, very unprofessional, very unclean. So what we do is when we create logos, we want to literally hand draw out these components, you know, and it takes a little bit of little time, but not a tremendous amount of time. If somebody knows what they're doing, they can actually do it in a reasonable amount of time, and then you colorize it and so forth and so on, and see again the difference. Whoops, off the page there. The difference is that it's going to be very, very crisp, very, very professional, and not grainy. And that is the biggest difference and the most important reason to create a rasterized graphic. I'm sorry, I'm mixing them up. A vector graphic as opposed to a pixelated graphic.